You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, it's JPA here. In today's video I'm discussing Rangers versus Benfica from yesterday. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button as well, and we'll be on our way. And we'll just get straight into this video, guys. So if you haven't heard, the game finished Benfica 3, Rangers 3. If you'd given me that before the game, I'd have bit your hand off, particularly considering we're now sitting on 7 points in the group, which I'll talk about a wee bit later. But the way the game kind of panned out is really hard to take. Feels like a bit of a kick in the stones, if I'm honest. It's really gut wrenching. I think I've got kind of over it now. I feel a lot more calm. Yesterday was a really angry person, particularly aimed towards Arfield for some reason. We'll get into that. But we started really poorly. Within 2 minutes we were behind. Barisic passes it back to Helander. Helander takes too long to clear it. His passing options are kind of cut off by Benfica's closing down, so he has to try and clear it. Clearance gets blocked and ends up at right at the edge of the area. Falls to Rafa Silva. Silva beats Helander for pace, gets to the byline, cuts it back, and unfortunately Connor Goldson can only just knock it into his own net. Didn't really have any time to react, it just kind of hit off him and rolled into the net, and within 2 minutes we were 1-0 down. For the next 10-15 minutes after that, I thought Benfica were absolutely outstanding. They had a chance where they just flashed past the post. Really unlucky with that effort. Their possession, passing move was really good. I thought they were very sharp on the ball, and they were cutting us open so much, and I actually feared the worst at this stage of the game. I thought we were going to get absolutely hammered 3 or 4-0 at this stage. Fortunately for us, we started to grow a little bit more into the game. We started to put a little bit passing together ourselves, and in the 19th minute Davis takes a long ball right over the top, aimed towards Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent gets in front of Nicholas Otamendi, who's well beaten for pace. If you look at it, like continuing forward, the ball actually drops right at the goalkeeper's feet and straight into his hands. No danger there, but as it's coming through, Ryan Kent has been very clever, and he's got contact on Nicholas Otamendi, and it's a definite red card. There wasn't a lot in it, and for me it was very soft, but there is contact and he does go down, so it's a goal scoring opportunity and it is a red card. But if you kind of just roll the footage on a couple of seconds, you'll see that Otamendi didn't really have to touch him. It was going straight to the goalkeeper, and if that was my defender, I'd be really annoyed with that. So they're down to 10 men with just 20 minutes out into the game, and it really changed the game for us. Let's be honest. 5 minutes later, we've got our equaliser. Ryan Jack plays it to Davis, gets a through ball into Tavernier. Tavernier gets into the byline, cuts inside, and his cross just across the 6-yard box. We've got, I think it was Barisic coming in at the back post. We've got Kent in the middle, and Gonçalves tries to clear it, and he unfortunately just hooks it into his own net, and it's 1-1 and 2 own goals already. Just a minute later we got an absolutely fantastic goal. It started right at our byline. Ryan Jack got the ball, chipped it over one of their attackers and into Tav. Tav then plays it down into Aribo, and Aribo finds Morelos with the pass. Morelos takes a couple of strides forward and he just switches the play with a fantastic ball right across to the other side of the pitch to Kamara. Kamara takes on a couple of strides forward, and Barisic creates the overlap on the other side of him. You think he's going to play it, you think he's going to play it again. I'm like, come on. I'm screaming at him to play it down the left hand side, and he doesn't. He cuts inside and he just fools everybody. Places a really well placed shot right into the corner of the bottom of the net, and I didn't even know he had it in them, to be honest. And there wasn't much power in it, it was just really well placed, and I think he kind of just caught the keeper off guard. 5 minutes after that, in the 30th minute, we created another really golden opportunity. Barisic for the left hand side, crosses it in, does what he does best, Aribo meets the header and it's just inches wide of the post, which is really unlucky, and we ended up going in leading 2-1 at half time. Start of the second half, I expected Benfica to come right at us. It just didn't happen. The next 5-10 minutes was all about Rangers, and 6 minutes after the restart we got our third goal. The ball comes down, I think it's Goldson finds the runner Tavernier on the right hand side. Tavernier does what he does for the first goal, cuts it right across the 6-yard box. Morelos times his run to perfection and taps into an empty net for his 22nd goal in European competition, beats Alan McCoist's long standing record, 21. I know McCoist will say a lot of them were in the Champions League, but let's be honest, a lot of them were in the Champions League qualifiers against no that great opposition. So I think Morelos deserves a lot of credit for the teams that he scored against. To be honest, he scored against Feyenoord, Porto, Legia Warsaw, Young Boys, Benfica, just loads of really good teams that he's faced and scored against. I think he seems to come alive in these games. He's not been that great domestically, it has to be said, but I think in this competition he's been absolutely outstanding. No long after that, maybe 10 minutes later, we got another really good chance. Jack plays a brilliant through ball to Ryan Kent just on the edge of the area. Ryan Kent skips it past and puts a low shot right in the corner, and it just skiffs off the bottom of the post in it for a goal kick. Really unlucky, but he probably really should score for that. Unfortunately, in the 77th minute they pulled a goal back to make it 3-2. Waldschmidt on the edge of the box plays a through ball, and Helander tries to maybe clear it, and it just kind of just runs under his feet. He lets Darwin Núñez get in behind, and gets kind of wrong side of him again. I think McGregor maybe could do better if he kind of stays on his feet, but he goes to ground as well. Núñez stays on his feet, passes it into the centre of the 6-yard box, and Rafa Silva is waiting to tap it in. Goldson tried to get something on it, it was just unfortunate. And 3-2, game back on again, and I was slightly worried that they were going to score another one. But I was really hoping that we could have maybe seen the game out. We had another chance maybe 9-10 minutes before the end of the game. Morelos gets it fed into him, creates an angle for the shot, but unfortunately the goalkeeper makes a really good block. Kind of just smothering the ball at his feet. No blame attached to Morelos there. He does pretty much everything he can to score, and the goalkeeper's just made a really good save. So we got to the 90th minute, 2 minutes of injury time still left to play. Arfield gets it in kind of the middle of their midfield, if you like, and instead of trying to keep the ball or try to play it into the corner or keep possession, play it off to someone else, he decides to try and play a through ball into Morelos. It doesn't quite work out, and I think it ends up going out for a goal kick. They take it quickly, they react quicker than what we did. I think we just kind of fell asleep. They played a long through ball direct right in between the two centre halves, and the centre halves were kind of maybe it's a little bit sitting too high for my liking, and they couldn't catch him. Núñez again, right through the middle. McGregor can do absolutely nothing about it, and it's a really good finish. I picked out Núñez before the game in my other video. I thought he was absolutely superb when he came on. I was delighted when he didn't start, but when he came on he made a massive difference to them. Really good player. It's unbelievably finished 3-3, and you talk about fine margins. We were just a couple of minutes away from winning 3-2 in a very difficult venue. They've obviously got a massive 10-year record there, unbeaten at home in European competition. Unbelievable. We were just about to break that, and this is a fine margin. A couple of minutes to go, and we're now talking about Rangers throwing away a 2-goal lead against 10 men, which is really disappointing. I felt really sick after the game. Calm down now and look at it for what it is. We've got an away point in Europe at a very difficult ground, and we are still unbeaten in Europe. We're still unbeaten in domestic football as well, and the only time we have actually been beat this year is no calendar year, but also since the season started, is the Bayer Leverkusen game, which was technically last season's game, and we only lost that 1-0 to Kai Havertz goal. So all in all, we're doing pretty well. In terms of man of the match, I thought this was quite an easy one. I thought the three midfielders were excellent, and I'll talk about them a wee bit in a bit, but I thought Morelos was excellent. I'm going to give the man of the match to him. Not just his goal, obviously it was only a tap in, but he's got to be there in the right place at the right time to put that in. His pass for Kamara's goal was sensational. His link up play all round was good. I thought his discipline was reasonably good. He did have a couple of wee kickouts here and there, but nothing major, nothing to get worked up about. Yeah, as I said, the three midfielders were excellent, and I think the three midfielders that started the game were the right option. We had players who could keep hold of the ball. Davis defensively was absolutely superb. His ball through to Kent for the red card was magnificent. I thought Jack had a really good game, obviously set up that chance for Ryan Kent towards the end, and Kamara obviously took his goal really well. Every time I do a video. So I'm just going to wrap the video up there, guys. I know it's been a long one, but there was so much to talk about in this game. As I say, on the whole, I'm very happy with the performance level. I thought for 70 minutes we were excellent. It was just the 10 minutes at the start and the 10 minutes at the end that let us down, unfortunately, and we conceded 3 goals within that. So very disappointing at that aspect, but on the whole, delighted with the point after long consideration of kicking ourselves. I'm actually quite happy about it now. Just wrap it up there, so thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.